Ladies after 60. These 5 female behaviors make men secretly find seductive, but he will never tell you. We live in a world drowning in dating advice, endless lists telling you to be sweet, but not too sweet, intelligent, but not intimidating, available, but not too eager. It's a maze of contradictory rules designed to mold you into someone you think older men want. But what if that entire playbook is backwards? What if the behaviors that truly captivate a man's mind, the ones that keep him awake at night, addicted to your presence, are the very ones that break all those rules? We're not talking about physical beauty here. Beauty catches the eye, but it's quickly forgotten. And this isn't about manipulation either. Tricks might work temporarily, but they leave everyone feeling hollow. We're talking about something much deeper, a type of energy, a presence that creates what I call irresistible attraction. The kind of woman who belongs entirely to herself, yet somehow makes everyone around her feel more alive. Hi, it's Vernon again. Today, I'll share 5 female behaviors that men after 60 find irresistibly attractive. The kind that go beyond appearance, creating connections he can't easily forget or replace. Before we dive in, if you're ready to discover the timeless wisdom about love, attraction, and authentic connection after 60, hit that like button and subscribe. Your journey toward becoming irresistibly yourself starts right here. Let's begin with the simplest yet most unforgettable signal of true allure, the kind of laughter that can light up a room. The power of genuine, playful laughter. There's something magical that happens when a woman laughs, truly laughs. Not the polite chuckle we're taught to give, but the kind of laughter that bubbles up from somewhere deep inside. I'm talking about the laugh that lights up her entire face, the one that's so infectious it makes everyone around her smile without knowing why. But why does laughter create such powerful attraction? It's because genuine laughter reveals something precious, a woman's unguarded spirit. When you laugh freely, you're showing that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you find joy in life's moments, and most importantly, that you're not performing for anyone's approval. Men are drawn to this because psychologically, laughter signals safety and spontaneity. In a world where everyone seems to be carefully curating their image, a woman who can laugh at herself, at life's absurdities, at unexpected moments, she becomes a breath of fresh air. As the great Maya Angelou once said, "A woman in harmony with her spirit is like a river flowing. She goes where she will without pretense and arrives at her destination prepared to be herself and only herself." When was the last time you laughed so hard you forgot to worry about how you looked? That kind of authentic joy is intoxicating because it reminds us all what it feels like to be truly alive. Can you remember a moment when your laughter created an instant connection with someone? Share that story in the comments. I'd love to hear about the power of your authentic joy. Yet joy alone isn't enough. What truly deepens attraction is the sense that there's always more to discover.
The art of subtle mystery. What's the difference between being secretive and being mysterious? One implies shame, the other hints at hidden depths waiting to be discovered. I remember meeting a woman at a bookstore cafe several years ago. She was reading Neruda's poetry, and when I commented on her choice, she smiled and simply said, "He understands the weight of unspoken words." That was it. No lengthy explanation about why she loved poetry, no autobiography about her literary preferences, Just that one intriguing sentence that made me want to know more about her mind, her perspective, the experiences that drew her to such deep thoughts. This kind of mystery works because it engages a man's imagination. When you don't lay all your cards on the table immediately, you allow space for curiosity to grow. You become someone to be discovered rather than someone who can be figured out in the first conversation. The key is subtlety. It's not about being aloof or withholding. It's about understanding that some of your most beautiful qualities reveal themselves over time. Your depth, your complexity, your unique way of seeing the world, these things are treasures that should be unwrapped slowly. Mystery also preserves your independence. When you maintain parts of yourself that belong only to you, your private thoughts, your creative pursuits, your alone time, you remind both yourself and others that you are a complete person, not someone seeking completion through a relationship. As Anna Nin wrote, "The day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. But even a flower doesn't reveal all its petals at once." And sometimes what pulls a man closer isn't what you reveal, but how you receive him when he reveals himself.
3. The transformative power of deep listening. The most basic and powerful way to connect to another person is to listen. Just listen. Perhaps the most important thing we ever give each other is our attention. These words from Rachel Naomi Remen capture something profound about human connection that many of us have forgotten in our rush to be heard. Deep listening isn't just about being quiet while someone else talks. It's about being fully present, about listening not just with your ears, but with your eyes, your heart, your entire being. When a woman masters this art, she becomes irresistible, not because of anything she says, but because of how she makes others feel when they're with her. This kind of listening is magnetic because it fulfills one of our deepest human needs, to be truly understood. In our distracted, multitasking world, the gift of someone's complete attention has become extraordinarily valuable. When you listen deeply, you're not just hearing words, you're witnessing someone's inner world, and that creates intimacy that goes far beyond physical attraction. Men, especially, are drawn to women who can hold space for their thoughts and feelings without immediately trying to fix, judge, or redirect the conversation back to themselves. It's not about being passive, it's about being powerfully present. But attraction isn't only heard in silence, it's also felt in the quiet grace of how you move through the world. 4. Graceful confidence in movement. Watch a woman who is comfortable in her own skin, and you'll see something remarkable. Her confidence isn't announced through words, it flows through her movements. The way she walks, how she holds her shoulders, the grace in her gestures. These subtle physical expressions speak a language that goes straight to the subconscious. This isn't about perfect posture or following rules from a charm school. It's about embodying self-assurance so naturally that it becomes part of your presence. I've seen women in their 70s command more attention than women half their age, simply through the way they moved through space, unhurried, unashamed, and utterly present in their bodies. This kind of physical confidence is attractive because it signals emotional security. When a woman is comfortable in her body, it suggests she's comfortable with herself on deeper levels too. Men are drawn to this because confidence is contagious. Being around someone who is genuinely at ease with themselves makes others feel more at ease too. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke once wrote, "The only journey is the one within." When you've made that inner journey toward self-acceptance, it shows in every gesture, every step, every way you inhabit your physical space. You stop apologizing for taking up room in the world and start moving through it like the magnificent being you are. This grace isn't about youth or conventional beauty. It's about the quiet authority that comes from knowing who you are and being unashamed of it. It's the difference between a woman who moves through life seeking approval and one who grants it to herself. Still, even the most graceful presence becomes unforgettable when it's matched with the smallest gestures of genuine care.
5. The magic of warmth and emotional attunement. Some women possess a quality that goes beyond charm or wit. It's the ability to make others feel genuinely cared for through small, meaningful gestures. This isn't about people-pleasing or losing yourself in service to others. It's about emotional attunement, the capacity to sense what others need and respond with authentic warmth. My friend Thomas once told me about a woman he met at a community garden. She didn't know him well, but she noticed he seemed troubled one morning. Instead of prying, she simply brought him a cup of coffee and sat quietly beside him for a few minutes. No questions, no advice, just her presence. He said that simple act of thoughtful attention stayed with him for months. It wasn't romantic at first, but that gesture revealed something about her character that made her unforgettable. This kind of warmth creates irresistible attraction because it addresses one of our deepest hungers, to be truly seen and cared for. When a woman demonstrates this level of emotional intelligence, she becomes precious in a way that goes far beyond romantic interest. She becomes someone you want to protect, cherish, and keep in your life. But here's the crucial distinction. This warmth comes from overflow, not emptiness. The most attractive women with this quality are those who care for others from a place of fullness, not from a desperate need to be needed. They've learned to fill their own cup first, and from that abundance, they can offer genuine care to others. Men are particularly drawn to this because many have been taught to suppress their emotional needs. A woman who can create safe space for vulnerability, who can offer comfort without judgment, who can celebrate successes without jealousy, she becomes irreplaceable. As Virginia Woolf wrote, for most of history, Anonymous was a woman. But the women who truly captivate us are anything but anonymous. They're memorable precisely because of how they made us feel when we were in their presence. Save this video so you can remember to practice these subtle behaviors every day. The small moments of authentic warmth you create might be exactly what someone needs to feel human again. Because in the end, it's not beauty alone that captivates a man. It's how you make him feel when he's with you.
By now, we've explored 5 behaviors that make women irresistibly attractive. Genuine laughter that reveals an unguarded spirit. Subtle mystery that invites discovery. Deep listening that creates profound connection. Graceful confidence that flows through movement. And warmth that makes others feel truly seen. But notice what's missing from this list. There's nothing here about changing who you are to fit someone else's expectations. These aren't tricks or techniques. They're expressions of a woman who has learned to inhabit herself fully. A woman's power of attraction isn't in what she shows off, but in what she embodies naturally. Men fall hardest not for perfection, but for presence. Not for performance, but for authenticity. The most irresistible women are those who have stopped trying to be irresistible and started being genuinely themselves. Never underestimate the quiet power of these small behaviors. They speak the language of the heart in ways that words never could. At 60, 70, or beyond, you possess something that youth cannot offer. The wisdom to be authentically, unapologetically yourself. Which of these 5 behaviors feels most natural to you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your insights might inspire another woman to embrace her own magnetic presence. And if you're ready for more honest conversations about love, attraction, and the art of being irresistibly yourself after 60, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Your wisdom deserves content that honors both your experience and your continuing journey of growth. I've created many videos on this channel already. Just step inside and you'll find a library of insights waiting for you. I'm Vernon. Thanks for watching till now, and see you in the next video.